Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Frostpunk on the Edge. In the last episode, we had made a transport depot in Hot Springs, and now we had a safe source for our food. But well, we had a little bit of a discussion with New London, and we decided to go independent. And now we have our own settlement, which we called as Steel Arsenal, because, well, we have a military army warehouse, and, well, there's a lot of steel inside of it, so why not, right? And we need to send help towards Hot Springs so that they can send us food back. And we need, well, food for survival, so yeah. Things are going okay as of right now. We have quite a lot of food. And I was thinking of getting soup, but maybe we won't need it at this rate. At least I hope that we won't need it. I want to finish one scenario with not having to resort to such a thing, so would be good. Would be great. We don't really have a lot of sick people. Are they inside of here? No, they are not. Let's make another workshop, maybe. We can also get our patients in here. Yes, they are. Let's close this so that we don't use our coal over there. They can stay right over there. That should be fine. Shattered dreadnought. All we found are pieces of metal trapped in a thick layer of ice. It looks like some terrible force shattered a large metal structure here, is what it says. I'm sorry, I had to do something real quick. USS Prometheus. Between the scattered elements of the ship's structure, we find an engraved nameplate of USS Prometheus. So this is all that remains of one of the dreadnoughts used to found Tesla City. The Great Storm has buried it under such a thick layer of ice that we have no hope of uncovering it. Perhaps a spring tow will allow us to get it someday. Maybe we will see it in Frostpunk 2, I don't know. Eventually. And let's also just say turn this off so that we don't see this red mark all of the time. I do not like it. And we have 10 engineers actually available for use, but not much wood. Let's go to resources, wood, and do this. Then I will be doing this. They are okay with temperatures. It is a bit chilly, but it is fine for the most part. Let's send some workers. We need more wood. And we are going to be getting more wood apparently. We also got the steam, not the steam sawmill, the normal sawmill upgrade. We could go for the mechanical calculators right now. There is not much else that we need. Let's do that. Let's wait a bit. We will need 100 wood. I won't go for the steam sawmills because, I mean, we have a very limited amount of wood, so no reason to do that. High Pass, the busy trail. Apparently not only we found this pass to be a convenient way over the mountains. Okay, I understand. Bonfire remains and other evidence attest that people camped here, however they all seem old. So they gave up on trying to do it. Long hours of toil, okay, I will agree to it. There's no reason to overwork people. Let's see if we can get a new law. Overcrowding could be good. Child shelters would also be good though. I will go with overcrowding for now. That will increase discontent, but should be fine for the most part. I need more wood to be available so that I can Send pump repairs. By the way, every time we send anything out to them, they will be sending food to us back. So we don't necessarily need to trade resources with them. We can just help them keep expanding, and well, at some point they should also be giving us more raw food. And I also wanted another one of those, but I don't have the wood. As we get closer, it turns out that these are not rocks but huge rusted cages. There are frozen bodies inside and some lie around the cages as well. These people were killed some time ago. Their frozen bodies have been partially scavenged by animals. They lie scattered without any semblance of order or respect. No respect for masters. If we had any doubts whether the bodies were thrown here deliberately, a sign at the entrance to the gully dispels them. No man will have rule over others for all time. Convicts of Frostland. These are probably bodies of the overseers who guarded convicts working on Frostland. And these cages were used to transport convicts from place to place. We got Shipwreck camp. We got some steel, and we found another camp. Which means that we will need another one of those guys. Okay, we are getting a lot of sick again. Let's reopen this. It is going to get hotter by 2 levels, so I can close these. No need for them any further. No need for this area as well. I will keep this one on. We are gathering more steel. Let's get basic dwellings as well. And our expeditions arrived. Sunlight is reflected on the surface of the ice, probably due to the temperature gradient in the air. There is nothing to see here. It's just a mirage. Victims colony. See, we got into tier 3, which is going to be very much helpful for us. Army warehouse insulation will be good. But is there anything else that I would want? More efficient heaters will be good. A better steam coal mine will be really good. But housing would also be good. But I would rather go with house redesign as well before I start building houses, so shall I just go for this? I mean, it would be an option. We reached the settlement built around the shipwreck. We guess that before the arrival of Frost, there must have been a sea here. The settlement is populous, but its inhabitants meet us with distrust, even hostility. No kings, only men. Convicts were widely used on Frostland to build generators, deceived by false promise of amnesty and to return home. Most of them were worked to death, carried on prison ships from one construction site to another. Some of them have rebelled, and those we met here were successful. They killed their guards, took over the ship, and set up their own settlement, away from London's power. The hull of the ship, heated by steam boilers, protected them from the great storm. Hearing that we too have rebelled against our masters, they seem to want to warm up to us. Sorry for the little hold. They just sprayed some chemicals, medicine, insecticides, better said. We have a bit of an insect problem in our dome, so yeah. It isn't that bad, but it is an issue. We need our construction team to go to the shipwreck camp, which is further going to delay our wood, but having another camp help us is going to be more useful. How much wood do we have left? 175, 365, and a bit more. Your people want to build a medical post in our settlement. It is not necessary in our opinion. We have our ways of healing. The aura of the Springs is a cure in itself. We don't trust engineers and their mechanical way of thinking, and we would rather not have them around. You can help us in many other ways. We needed medical post will be unlocked, hot springs will be displeased, as you wish hot springs will be pleased, discontent will rise slightly. I mean, why should we need it? I mean, yes, we do need them alive, but it is also their own camp, so I will let them decide on this. It should not have that big of an impact on our part, so it is their own choice. Survivors, victims colony. A burden too great. When we approach the palisade, we notice that the gate is ajar. We enter cautiously and see ourselves surrounded by silhouettes of people, wandering aimlessly among the settlement's buildings. They react to our presence only when we try to talk to them. It seems that these people have lost everyone and everything in the Great Storm, even the will to live. We can try to move them to our outpost, but even if they agree, we will have to escort them. We will escort them. We had to try. Some survivors, but unfortunately not all, saw the sense when we proposed to move them to our outpost. Maybe they can recover over time. They packed their meager belongings and set off with us. So I need... how many more housing? How many empty beds do I have? I have 21 vacant beds. So just one will do. But I don't have wood. Great. We stand at the edge of a field of ice caves, frozen in motion. This must have been a seashore before the sea froze during a storm. The sight is truly amazing. We can see some shape rising above the waves on the horizon. Like, is that the water that froze during the wave? Is that what it is? Ghost ship. By the way, what do they have? Just 27 steel, so it's not really that important for us. And we can get another low. And I shall... let's do get child shelters. How many children do we have, by the way? Just 15. That is okay, that is okay. And we need 10 people to be sent. And pumps to be renovated. Okay, that should not be an issue. I can just send the people that arrive immediately. I need to open those. Not really. But then again, we don't really have that much capacity for coal, and I don't want to make a resource depot just yet. At least. And a bit more wood, please. Thank you. I shall put you down there. Actually, no. I shall put you down right over here or here. Wait, let me see. Put this would be that guy's area. I believe he should gain enough range, right? I shouldn't have an issue with range. Build trading post. And there we go. Shipwreck camp. Thanks to this trading depot you have built, we can help each other survive. That is great. What do they require? They require improved acquisition of resources, raise food availability, and they give us wood. A lot of wood. The wood is a lot. They have arrived. Some food rations. A cargo of shame. The ship carried hundreds of convicts whose bodies are still locked in cells, but the crew did not abandon them. We found their remains in their quarters. There is still plenty of food aboard. We could take it, although we can't be sure what was the cause of death of the crew and convicts. Let's not risk it. I don't want to take risks. Let's send them back. something with the hot springs. The fever. Sir, a fever is spreading among our people in hot springs, but the locals refuse to treat them in medical posts. They say that the fever is merely a consequence of our unnatural lifestyle and offer some herbal remedies. We could threaten these nuts to make them listen to reason, or hope the outbreak will end on its own. Make them behave, let's hope it will pass. I don't want to threaten them, so yeah. I will just agree. And I would like to get this extra 15%. This should raise our work efficiency by another 50%. By a total of 50%, that I said. Then I will get the range of heaters. I shall put this one right over there. I believe actually, yeah, it would have most likely been enough. Well, too late. We have built the child shelter, and I will be sending the child shelters, the children, as medic apprentices, I believe. I have enough research speeds right now. So the children helping these guys is going to be more beneficial for us. And I shall send you right over there, and let's also get the pumps renovation. This also solved our problem with the what was it called again? Extra housing rate, right? And these guys are waiting. Let's finish this. Good station. We have a lot of sick people though. How long is it going to be taking them to heal? 20 hours? 20 to 21 hours. It's a bit of an issue. But I do not wish to open a medical post just for one person, so it will be staying as is. We have gotten extra production speed. Steam lorries. Does this increase it further? What does this want? 100 steel. Could be good. Let's get housing and then house redesign. This is urgent. We need your immediate assistance. A geyser has erupted, causing damage to the crops and many injuries among both ours and your people. The burn victims need advanced treatment to survive. We don't have the proper technology, and we ask ourselves if we should have. We never needed it before your arrival. We need to send the victims to you for treatment, although it's dangerous due to the severity of their burns and the distance. We await your answer. We will build an infirmary on site. We will take care of the victims. Hot springs will be pleased. 10 gravely ill will be sent. We'll take care of them. So they are coming towards me. Can I send them to get them? No. I will have to wait. And I am thinking if I should get a lot of things. Okay, hopeful rise. If I should get an infirmary myself, since it will speed up my curing speed as well. And it would seem like that I will need it. And we are full on wood. Okay, and let's go for the medical posts. When are they arriving? Soon. How many beds do I have? Enough, okay. But they will need treatment immediately. How long? 3 hours. Should be fine. Sorry for the pause, there was an announcement. We have heard that the burn victims have arrived to your settlement after a long and exhausting journey. We are horrified to learn that almost half of them died on the way, and the rest is in critical state. Please help them immediately or they will die too. Establishing a safe and fast connection between our settlements would help prevent such tragedies in the future. Our people might distrust technology, but we can see its uses. We offer you steady food shipments every 2 days if you build a safe route. Huh? What? 5 more people died? How? When? I am confused. How many beds do I have? Yeah, five people died. Well, that means that I will be needing... Okay, let's let this finish. I will need a cemetery. Mountain Pass! Send the construction team. While the safe route is being established, we need to reduce the risk of the next eruption. Your engineers want to flood the caves to establish the flow. This shall stop eruptions and might give us bigger crops, but would also destroy the cave moss we are using as my alternative. We would strongly prefer to drill a borehole to lower the pressure. Eruptions will still happen from time to time, but such is the nature of this place. Flood the caves. Hot springs will be displeased. Raw food shipments will rise by 10. Overflow redirection will be unlocked. Drill the borehole. I feel like we should flood the caves, because that is more beneficial for us, but they will not be happy with it. I also wonder what this overflow redirection will be, but I am too curious. I want to see what this overflow redirection is. This way. Alrighty, it is getting colder again. What are the temps saying? It is very cold. It will go back up to chilly though, so that should be fine. This is also fine. Let's open heaters over there and there. And we are still fine in coal. They have arrived. They want 50 wood and 75 steel. How much do I have? Exactly that. Let's get a bit more, just in case. Because there is going to be something. The lost scouts. We found a camp and the bodies of members of a scouts team. One of our people recognized his friends, who disappeared during the Great Storm. Apparently, after losing contact with New London, they built the camp to wait out the worst weather. We would like to bury them properly, for which we will need some wood, and we kindly ask for your approval. Yeah, for the wood is nothing. That is absolutely acceptable. I need more steel. I think I will go with this the next day, because it is only a 12-hour increase, and that would be a bit of a waste right now. We will need a cemetery, because people died. The cemetery doesn't need to be in a hotspot, so let's build it there. And we need a new research, the infirmary. We need more steel though. A hidden graveyard. So our people made a disturbing discovery while preparing a place for a gathering post. They followed a path trodden in the snow which led them deeper into the frozen forest. They found a clearing with about 20 graves. On one of them lies a captain's head. Our people think that the ship's crew is buried there, presumably by the locals. Don't talk about this, tell the locals that we know. Don't talk about it. I mean, they are dangerous people, let's say. And I don't want to risk people. Build a safe route. Safe route, we are pleased to report that everything went as planned. This place will serve as a great vantage point, as well as clear visual guide for future expeditions going between our settlements. This section of the safe route can be assumed as secured. Let's send them right over there. And Let's see, is there anything else that we need? I could also say overtime work, because... Well, I also need engineers. That shouldn't be that big of an issue, but... I need more steel. I know that this will kill a person, but I don't have another choice. I will want this, but that also wants steel. Or is it the infirmary mechanism that I want? I think it is the infirmary mechanism that I want, right? Yeah. That is what I want. And I need 75 steel. And I will be using this. And people arrived. Ice caverns, the caves might be the shelter of wild animals, but it is possible that some people hide there. Anyway, we have weapons with us. In the caves, we came upon frozen human corpses torn apart by wild animals. By the bodies, we found boxes with documents containing the results of some scientific research we cannot comprehend. There is no trace of animals, and there is nothing of interest for us. Station ruins. How much steel do I get per day? Why is it so low? This increases it by 50%. I guess not everyone is working right now. Nothing here. Isolated camp. Okay, now it's 200%. Now I'm getting 16 per hour. And I can establish the safe route. I completed it. Oh, I need to send them. Okay. Do I need to send them, or do we do it from here? We do it from here. Okay, because there is already this constructed team, and I was wondering if I needed to send a second one. What do I need for that? 50 watt and 60... No, not that. 30 watt and 60 steel. Okay. I should be able to do it by tomorrow. And people are starving. Oopsie. Let's go for ceremonial funerals. And I will be ending the video here. I hope that you have liked it. If you did, I would very much appreciate a comment down below. And I hope to see you in the next one. See you later.